Okay, Vortex. I got this banana. I got this Ensure. And I got this crap product. Don't judge me. I don't care that it's a crap product. I'm still gonna eat it because I need to eat something. And I really suck at eating, in case you can't tell by my physique. Like, I'm so bad at eating. I wish I could take better care of myself, I'll be honest with you. That's the one thing. Devil gets to me so easily for food. Like, he's so good at convincing me not to eat anything. I haven't done this joke yet. I wrote this down, but I still haven't done it. Devil, he tells me not to eat. He says, girlfriend, go get you another pot of coffee. You don't need to eat, you don't need to eat. And even if you do, just make it one spinach leaf. But I don't have energy. You don't need energy. You won't faint. You won't pass out. Just keep drinking coffee. Keep drinking coffee. Keep drinking coffee. Keep drinking coffee. You can imagine how bad this problem was when I used to smoke 2 packs a day. And I did that shit for 10 years. Just wasting away with my pile of cigarette butts and the writing that I never showed anyone. And it seems like when I feel like it's an apocalyptic time, when it feels like everything's ending and I just fall apart, I seem to do just fine. Yeah, I fall apart, allow myself to unwind, and when I unwind, this is what you get. So you're welcome for letting myself cry it out. They're actually pretty good. I don't care how bad they are. I know that there's additional sugar added to this. You don't have to explain that. I used to work at the grocery store. Okay? That place where I used to work, the communist establishment, I was so communist. I worked at Kroger. Kroger stands for communist. It's communist with a K. Think of Karl Marx, think of Karl Marx. Even though communism wasn't his idea, it was actually Friedrich Engels' idea. But Friedrich knew how possessive he was, so he allowed his name to be first on a copy of the Communist Manifesto. But since Karl Marx liked to steal shit, like like other people's ideas. That's what everybody does. And not just those that follow him. But everybody does that just because they see everybody else doing it. That's why everybody's so full of shit. See why I break the black keys. I get so mad, 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 I get so motherfucking mad that I just wanna throw this keyboard. And I'm a fit to be had. I know you don't have to tell me. Yeah, I'm a fit to be had. Nobody has to tell me. I see myself be me, I see myself freak out, I see myself cry it out, I see myself on my ceiling and my bucket of slop, I see myself carry that shit around cause nobody's got one cause nobody really gives a fuck, do they? Nobody gives a fuck enough to cry it out, nobody gives a fuck enough to sound it out, all the bullshit that they're throwing at us in every which way that they possibly can throw it. And it makes me so angry. That I really am surprised that God hasn't blessed me with the ability to spit nails, because at this point I'd say that I deserve that one. I really do, Lord. I really do. But right now, this is fun. Yeah, this is fun. And I think that I'm born to assassinate. And I think that I'm born to take people down. And I think that I'm born to be a chainsaw. And I think that I'm born to cut people and shred them to the ground and make them realize that everything that they believe is a bunch of bullshit. And if you don't compromise your integrity, your values, everything you hold dear, well, are you really a person in this world? Probably not. It doesn't appear that way. According to those that surround us every day. I was trying to rhyme something, I totally forgot what it was, damn it. It's okay. And for those of you wondering, yes, I do have a black voice inside my head. Y'all can get mad about that all you want. What that means is that I hang out with black people. So, be jealous, bitch, be jealous. Hang out with way more black people than you'll ever hang out with. And no, I don't need to brag about it either. They're just people, you guys. People from another neighborhood. That's worse. That's a lot worse than my neighborhood. But, dude, these are so good. This is some lazy peanut butter and jelly shit right here, baby. Don't worry, I would never be this kind of mom. I would make my child an actual peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I would not give him this shit, okay? Do not think for a second that I would be that kind of mother, okay? So if anybody would have me, you see, I would be the most unconventional mom ever. I just don't have a smartphone. See? Isn't this beautiful? Said it before and I'll say it again, bitches. This is the sound of practicing what you preach. Y'all don't know that sound, do ya? Booyah! Booyah, bitches! Booyah! Y'all act like you care about shit. No, you don't. Nobody cares about anything. Well, if they did, they talk about sex trafficking. They talk about all the kids. Because that's the issue. That's the main issue that everybody needs to be talking about. But nobody's talking about that because they're too busy whining about, oh, my rights are getting taken away. Just imagine being a child who's growing up in poverty, and because your parents or more than likely parent, singular, can't afford to lawyer up, they can only hire a public defender. And guess what that public defender does? They don't defend you, the public. No. They defend the state. They defend the goals of the state, the goals of the communist regime. Okay? And then you get taken away from your loving, devoted parental guardian, whatever they are, and that you get placed in an abusive foster care home. Where are your rights? Where's the rights of your parental guardian? Where their rights are gone too. See, why aren't you talking about that? Because that's a really serious issue. But I'm sure it doesn't affect people that are whining right now about their constitutional rights, because they're not thinking about people in poverty and how they don't have their constitutional rights. And they're not thinking about people such as yours truly that would have her constitutional rights removed because she's acting crazy. Now, granted, that's never really happened because I'm not that crazy. I'm very aware of myself, so I don't have a gun, because a little too better. But I just don't want to be like standing next to the window, opening and shutting the blinds repeatedly, paranoid. I can see that future, and it's not a good one. So, I try to avoid these things. But, yeah, man. Very aware of myself to the point that it's nauseating. I wish that I could pass on this self-awareness. But people that aren't as aware as me, but people that might have like a personality disorder, or what is mistakenly referred to as a brain disease, people that have something like that, whose opinions, whose emotions, don't fall in line with the status quo. People whose opinions and emotions don't fall in line with what everybody else expects of them. Society, sheep, a bunch of piece of shit sheep that should be set on fire. Those pieces of shit. Yeah. Because of their misunderstanding, or maybe it's an inconvenience, you have somebody in your family, they talk these crazy conspiracies, or maybe they have emotional meltdowns sometimes, during the holidays. They freak out or some shit, because they were molested a long time ago and they still can't process it. But anyway, maybe that's something that happens, and, their loved ones have an issue with it, and then they just throw them into a mental institution so they don't have to deal with them anymore. Isn't that awesome? Family, right? Family. I'm not, that's not what happened to me. I'm just saying, that happens to a lot of people, though. Where are their constitutional rights? I'm just saying, like, if Americans had empathy, none of this shit would be happening, because when they saw this happening to other people, they go, that's fucked up. We need to fight that. I need to fight that like it's happening to me. I need to fight that like it's happening to my family, my friends, my neighbors, the people that I care about. This is why I want people to know about me. I want to teach Americans how to have fucking empathy. I want to teach them how to look at alternative angles, because without empathy, you cannot do that. And without looking at alternative angles, you can't be funny. You can't find stuff funny. You can't look at things with a positive light, and you can't receive God's grace. You can't receive the sunlight of the Spirit unless you are capable of doing this. And I know I just sound crazy right now, but I'm on a roll, motherfuckers. You don't understand. I think they do understand somewhat. That's a man inside my head. He's the head of the camera crew, telling me what to do. See, I can't even imagine growing up right now with this man inside my head. Are you kidding me? I'd be hauled off to the gender clinic by some fucking piece of shit teacher in the 2nd grade or some shit, And then if my parents didn't go along with it because, they're actually good, decent parents that give a fuck about my well-being and my psychological makeup and all that, you know. They don't want to put me on medication and take me to some clinic or whatever the fuck, you know. Maybe if I had decent parents that were against that sort of thing, some social worker would pay a visit to my house. And if my parents didn't have the money to lawyer up, I could take it away. And I probably think that was a good idea, and then I'd be raped like 6 ways from Sunday, and, you know, I really regret that. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing because it's ridiculous, like, how people can't see that. They can't see it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see anything they don't want to see. How much proof of this do you need? Welcome to America, folks. Welcome to America.